Hello students, welcome to Ensure IAS. Let us discuss UPSC Prelims 2025 history related questions. This year, history questions are one of the easiest questions in the entire paper. And also, most of them are discussed in our regular class. And one more interesting element is, I always used to say in the classroom that do not compromise in NCERT. Most of these questions came from NCERT only. That's why generally students are afraid about history, from which sources they are asking. Nothing. NCERT only. We have discussed most of the questions in classroom because they are very fundamental to our history understanding. That's why. Let us see one by one. But one surprising element this year is 9 questions came from modern India. But again, NCERT only, need not to worry at all. But given the tendency of the last few years, more questions were coming from ancient medieval, but not from modern India. But this time they have given 9 questions from modern, 6 questions from ancient, 1 question from medieval India. So that shows ancient, medieval, modern, all 3 are important. You cannot compromise. Let us start one by one. Consider the following statements about Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Very fundamental question. If you read once also, you will understand this. He possessed great love and respect for the traditional philosophical system of the East. Here East means eastern part of the world. West and East beyond Arabian Peninsula. Second one, he desired his countrymen to accept the rational and scientific approach and the principle of human dignity and social equality of all men and women. Which of the statements given above are correct? Here answer is both 1 and 2. Because he wanted to respect the East also, at the same time take whatever is good from the West. That's why both are correct. Next one. Consider the following subjects with regard to non-cooperation program. Boycott of law courts and foreign cloth, observance of strict non-violence, retention of titles and honors without using them in public, establishment of panchayats for settling disputes. One more interesting element in this paper is 5 questions related to Gandhiji and associated programs. And it is also another surprising element. So it shows, this paper shows that in history, everything is important, ancient, medieval and modern India. Those who are appearing for the next time, do not compromise on anything, any part, and also NCERT. That's it. And you see, I will show you even source also here. You see this? In Bipin Chandra, as it is, it has taken. You can see this. By December, when Congress met for its annual session at Nagpur, the opposition has melted away. The elections were over, and therefore boycott of councils was non-issue, and it was C.R. Das who moved the main resolution on non-cooperation movement. Whatever the program, that is the same. It is Bipin Chandra only. The program of non-cooperation included within its ambit surrender of titles and honors. Here it is saying retention of titles and honors without using them in public. So retention of no, surrender. Except this one, all the 3 are there. Boycott of law courts is also there. How many of the above are part of non-cooperation program? Boycott, observance of strict non-violence. You can see this. And observe strict non-violence. As it is, the sentence phrase, Bipin Chandra only, as it is. Observance, retention, no, surrender, establishment of panchayats. You can see here, surrender of titles, and boycott of government affiliated schools, foreign cloth, government service, mass civil disobedience, including non-payment of taxes. National schools and colleges were to be set up, panchayats were to be established. That's why one paragraph, all the 3 sentences are there. Only 3. Here, this is not there. That is not retention. That is to give up. Next one. The irrigation device called Aragatta was, it is a Parisian wheel. And in NCERT, even you can see the image also. A large wheel with earthen pots tied to the outer ends of its spokes. So it looks like a Parisian wheel. It's a wheel and pots were tied to that wheel. Next one. Who among the following rulers in ancient India had assumed the titles Matavilasa, Vichitrachitta and Gunabhara. Mahendra Varman one. So this is Gunabhara. These are the titles taken by Mahendra Varman. We have discussed in the class also while we are discussing about Pallavas. Pallavas were known for contributing patronage of art and culture. Mahendra Varman, he himself was an author of book also called Matavilasa Prahasana. And when we are discussing in the classroom also, we used to compare in the same time contemporaries. Harshavardhana was there, Pulakeshin 2 also, and Mahendra Varman 1 also. Mahendra Varman, ruler plus poet. At the same time, contemporary Harshavardhana, ruler and also poet. He also has written books. So likewise, you can connect and you can write. This is Pallava, very easy question also. Any basic question, this is a very basic question only, it is not that difficult one. Anywhere, whoever Pallavas, wherever you read, that this information is available. Fahian, the Chinese pilgrim traveled to India during the reign of, very easy, Chandragupta II time period. We used to discuss in the classroom also, Fahian. He is the one who observed untouchability in India. When untouchables were about to enter into village, they have to beat a drum so that other people will not even see them. They will not get polluted. So that evil practice was observed by Chinese traveler Fahian. We used to discuss also Chandragupta II time period. Who among the following led a successful military campaign against the kingdom of Srivijaya, the powerful maritime state which ruled the Malay Peninsula, Sumatra, Java and neighboring islands? And here it is very easy in the sense that in our history there is only one dynasty which conquered outside India and who maintained very strong navy and conquered territories beyond India. That is Cholas. Observe this one. Even if you don't know also who is the ruler, Rashtrakuta, no. Kakatiya, no. Chola and Hoysala, Rajendravan. Whether you know inside Chola dynasty who is the ruler, even if you don't know also, but this is Chola dynasty. Now do you see how easily this year UPSC has given chance for the history questions? Very easy, and I feel most of the students also feel comfortable with these questions. Next one. With reference to ancient India 600 to 322, consider the following pairs. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? When I used to discuss in the class, I always used to ask the students to draw the map. Since the beginning, from the Stone Age itself, I used to make the students draw the map. You see how that is important now. Even though you don't know, these rivers are exactly matching. Generally, we don't read from every angle that this is the kingdom, this is the river, this is the person name, and this is the year. Generally, we cannot remember also. But if you understand in a geographical context, automatically you can take intelligent guess and you will get right. You see this? Ashmaka, Kamboja, Avanti, Kosala. These are Mahajanapadas. I used to ask students also to draw the map and to show in which location which Mahajanapada is there. Identify this. While you are reading geography as a separate subject, you will understand where different rivers are there. And when you are reading history, you will read historical kingdoms. But now combining both, you will get automatically answer. Ashmaka, Kamboja, Avanti, Kosala. Kosala means near Ayodhya. Avanti in the middle Madhya Pradesh region. Kamboja in the northwestern part, that is Afghanistan. Ashmaka near Andhra, Maharashtra, Karnataka, that boundary. So that was the, when you visualize Mahajanapadas map, automatically you will come to know Ashmaka near Godavari Valley. That is correct one. Kamboja, Vipas. Vipas, that's why I used to ask, in Rigveda some terms are there. Questions used to come, what is their modern name and river name? That is one type of question. Now you see here, Vipas. Vipas is a Rigvedic name of Bias. You know modern names like Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Sutlej. Now you see how UPSC is asking from Mahajanapadas and Rigveda. Combined single question. Vipas means Bias, Bias, Sutlej. That is in Punjab region. In the present day Punjab. But here Kamboja is northwestern. So that cannot be answered. Avanti. Avanti is in Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, important river is Narmada river. But it is Mahanadi. Mahanadi in Odisha. It is not the answer. Kosala. Kosala is Sarayu river. Ayodhya is located on Sarayu river. That is Kosala kingdom. Here only two, Ashmaka and Kosala. Two are the answers. So Ashmaka, Godavari, Kamboja, Vipas Bias, Kosala, Sarayu, Avanti, Mahanadi, not correct. So 2 are incorrect and 1 and 4 are correct. So 2 are correct. That is one other one. This question really difficult this year because in our regular books it is not given. Except this question, remaining all are from the basic book only. So naturally 1 or 2 questions in every subject, even though if all the questions are easy, at least 1 or 2 questions UPSC is to ask tough. So this we have to accept that one of the very tough questions in our paper. The first Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, a music training school, was set up in 1901 by Vishnu Digambar Pulaskar in, this is Lahore. So he is the person and he was the one. Actually why he is important means Vande Mataram, whatever the song we are singing, Vande Mataram, he also contributed for the way we are singing Vande Mataram. He is the one. And also you can see in 1973 Stamp of India also recognized and honored with the stamp. Next question, Ashoka Mauryans. Ashokan inscription suggests that Pradeshika, Rajuka and Yukta were important officers at the, this is district level administration. This is one of the sentence you can see. Ashokan inscription suggests that Pradeshika, Rajuka and Yukta were important officers at the district level. Actually this is the phrase that taken from Upinder Singh. But do not get afraid that for one question you cannot read Upinder Singh, because this same officers were mentioned in regular NCERT books also. But I have taken in the exact same phrase from where this question was picked up. That is why. Otherwise in NCERT also they are mentioned. You need not to worry. Ashokan inscription suggests that. That's why Ashokan inscription suggests that same order, same sentence came. That is why I wanted to show you from where this particular sentence is picked up. 30th. Consider the following statements in respect of the non-cooperation movement. Again you see non-cooperation movement. Earlier also it came Gandhiji related, now also Gandhiji centered movement. The Congress declared the attainment of Swaraj by all legitimate and peaceful means to be its objective. Correct one. And this is the exact sentence from Bipin Chandra only. Again you see here, whatever regular books which you are studying, sentences are picked up from the same only. It was to be implemented in stages with civil disobedience and non-payment of taxes for the next stage only if Swaraj did not come within a year and the government resorted to repression. Here you see the sentence. Sometime question, the students may commit mistake here. It is saying that Congress declared attainment of Swaraj by all legitimate and peaceful. To enable the Congress to fulfill its new commitment, stagnant changes were introduced. Significant changes were introduced in its creed as well as in its organizational structure. The goal of the Congress was changed from the attainment of self-government by constitutional and legal means to attainment of Swaraj by peaceful and legitimate means. Swaraj by all legitimate and peaceful means. Exact same phrase. This is Bipin Chandra only. Next sentence. Next sentence is generally, first most of the students might have come correct only, but second only little bit complicated. It is saying that it was to be implemented in stages. Non-cooperation movement was to be implemented in stages, and the civil disobedience and non-payment of taxes for the next stage only if Swaraj did not come within a year. It is not the part. In the first resolution itself, this is also there. Now you see this, the Nagpur resolution. In the previous question also I have shown the same paragraph. In that Nagpur session resolution itself, it was announced the program of non-cooperation included within its ambit all these things. And Gandhiji promised, after the resolution, Gandhiji promised that if the program was fully implemented, that means whatever we have resolution we have taken, if we implement fully, Swaraj would be ushered within a year. Within a year, Swaraj will come. And what is that? You see here, civil disobedience and non-payment of taxes. In that, you identify here. National schools, colleges were to be set up, panchayats were to be established, setting up, settling disputes. hand spinning and weaving was to be encouraged, and people were asked to maintain Hindu-Muslim unity, give up untouchability, observe strict non-violence. Next. The program of non-cooperation included within its ambit surrender of titles, honors, boycott of government-affiliated schools and colleges, law courts, foreign clothes, and could be extended to include resignation from government service, mass disobedience. Now you see, extended to include resignation from the government service and mass civil disobedience, including the non-payment of taxes. Civil disobedience and non-payment of taxes. It is part of, in the first resolution itself. There is no condition that if we don't attain Swaraj within a year, then we will start. No. In the first phase itself, that was also part of the program. That is why second is not correct. Which of the statements given above is correct means only one, not the second one. Next one. You see this exact phrase. Generally, it appears from where this particular quotation has come. It is there in NCERT only. Sedition has become my religion was the famous statement given by Gandhiji at the time of. Here you see on April 6th, NCERT only. Bipin Chandra, NCERT. On 6th April, Gandhiji reached Dandi, picked up a handful of salt and broke the salt law as a symbol of the Indian people's refusal to live under British-made laws and thereafter under British rule. Therefore, under British rule, Gandhiji declared, the British rule in India has brought about moral, material, culture and spiritual ruination of this great country. I regard this rule as a curse. I am out to destroy this system of government. Sedition has become my religion. Ours is a non-violent battle. We are not to kill anybody, but it is our dharma to see that the curse of this government is blotted out. Sedition has become my religion. Sedition has become my religion. You see here Champaran Satyagraha before non-cooperation movement, publicly violating salt law at Dandi before CDM, attending the second roundtable conference in London, that is during CDM, the launch of Quit India movement, that is after that. B is the answer. Now you see again Gandhiji and Gandhiji centered question. So far non-cooperation CDM related questions. The famous female figurine known as dancing girl found at Mohenjo-daro is made of bronze dancing girl. This is one of the easiest questions. Every student might have answered this. Who provided legal defense to the people arrested in the aftermath of Chauri Chora incident? This is another difficult questions because in the regular textbook this is not available. This is Madan Mohan Malaviya and Krishnagant. These are the two people who defended some people who are implicated in Chauri Chora incident. Gandhiji, again you see Chauri Chora incident, Gandhiji non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji stopped suddenly after Chauri Chora incident. Why? Some policemen were brutally burnt alive when some mob fired the police station. And many people were arrested. Madan Mohan Malaviya, he and along with him, Krishnagant, they defended because police are going to arrest many people, mobs, and some were innocent also. To defend them, Madan Mohan Malaviya and Krishnagant contributed. Remembering Madan Mohan Malaviya, the moderate Hindu Mahamana who founded BHU. Here it is. You can see this. Even though he quit law practice when he joined politics, he returned to it in 22 to defend those wrongly accused in Chauri Chora incident of non-cooperation movement. So that is why of the total 172 sentenced to be hanged, he managed to get 153 acquitted. So that is why generally Chauri Chora incident we stop reading because in our regular books that was not discussed beyond that. But here questions are asked, what happened to those who were arrested? So this is how. So UPSC is expecting some question to know beyond something. But how to handle such kind of question? It is something related to current affairs. But it is current affairs given in 2018. It is also one of the difficult questions. It is only guess, out of guesswork only you have to analyze, or if you leave also, then you will save the marks. Next one. Another easy question. Subsequent to which one of the following events, Gandhiji, who consistently opposed untouchability and appealed for its eradication from all spheres, decided to include the upliftment of Harijans in his political and social program. Generally, Pune Pact between Gandhiji and Ambedkar, very famous pact, and thereafter the issue of untouchables became very it became very important issue in the public sphere also, political issue also. That is Pune Pact. This is the answer. Even though it is not directly given, but it is about, we have to guess. We have to analyze. Based on understanding about the modern India, you can get it. Consider the following fruits: papaya, pineapple, guava. How many of the above were introduced in India by the Portuguese in the 16th and 17th century? It appears to be very difficult, but I will show. It is from NCERT only. You see here? This is the theme 8 NCERT. This is a 12th standard NCERT. I always used to say in the class that you should read NCERT both new also as well as old also. And this is the proof. This year is a clear-cut classic case how important NCERT is, both new and old. And whatever questions are there, those difficult questions, even if you read very big standard question, standard books also you cannot answer. Without reading also you cannot answer, just you can leave those 2 questions and safeguard your negative marking. But remaining questions you can answer from both NCERTs, old and new. This is one example where you can see. This is a 12th standard new NCERT. Here you can see here, vegetables like tomato, potato and chilies were introduced from the New World. In the Portuguese, when Portuguese New World means after the discovery of sea route by Vasco da Gama. New World means North America, South America. Old World means Europe, Africa and Asia. They introduced tomatoes, potatoes, chilies were introduced from the New World. That means Southern America, Central America, Northern America, like that. So Central and here in our case, Portuguese came to India. Portuguese built an empire. They introduced. That's why in the New World, they were having control over some parts of Central and Brazil region. That's why from South American continent, they brought this New World this time, as well as fruits like, so vegetables as well as fruits like pineapple and papaya. Earlier, they have asked vegetables related, tomato, potato, chilies, like that. They have earlier asked one question. This time, the another sentence, fruits like pineapple and papaya. So this is, it is there in the NCERT itself. Here, papaya, pineapple, 2 are there, and guava is not native to India. This is one guess you have to take. Here, all the 3 were introduced. It is from Central Asia, from their Portuguese brought and introduced in India, all 3. But you see how important both NCERT is, new and old. Next one, who among the following was the founder of self-respect movement? Very easy question in NCERT itself. It is available. You can see here. So these are the questions. 1 medieval India, 6 ancient India, but 9 in modern India. And another surprising element is Gandhiji and Gandhiji centered movements also. So it shows this year has proved. So based on last 4 or 5 years trend, I was having an impression that more questions are coming from ancient medieval, less questions from modern India. But I am changing my that analysis also. UPSC, but I used to say in the classroom that, but we cannot depend on exactly 100% what the UPSC is giving in the previous years. We should always be ready for surprise from UPSC. That sentence also I used to say in the end. That is why this year UPSC has proved that you have to study all the parts. Don't neglect any part, ancient, medieval and modern, all 3. And I also used to request the students continuously. Every time I used to remind them, read both old NCERTs and new NCERTs. This year, UPSC has proved how important both NCERTs, new as well as old. And those difficult questions, 2 questions, you cannot answer with very big books also. You cannot answer. By not answering them also, it is not going to make any difference. But remaining questions, 14 questions are very easy. With the basic level of books, you can answer. So this is how the questions are given in this prelims. Thank you. Thank you very much.